Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is Ike Engelbaum. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing the show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please, let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. And we're on enough, and hopefully more on than off. What a beautiful day it is in Michigan. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Anyway, I am really happy to see the sun out there while it's there. But this is Michigan. We may have some rain later on. So what? So we get a little wet, and the flowers like it, and we like the flowers. I am really excited about having a talented lady who I've had the privilege of knowing, maybe even half a century. but women are very sensitive about age, so I'm not going to say that. So disregard that remark. Lynne Avery is a sentimental grandmother to 2 beautiful children. She lives in Michigan and enjoys spending time with her 4 generations of special someones. You know, a lot of people have special someones, and they share it over coffee or when it's appropriate. Because Lynne Avery is a talented lady, she said to herself, "Self, why don't I write a picture book and title it My Special Someone?" And this is a real treat, and especially although it's June, we're heading into the holiday season. What a wonderful way, if you're a grandparent and have grandchildren, or in my case, I have nephews and nieces, which is very complimentary. And with Lynne Avery, her book actually is titled My Special Someone. And the tagline is, "Come along as we learn about my special someone, my granddaughter. On the way, we'll meet many other special someones and help you learn how to have fun with special people in your life like she does." Lynne Avery is not only a sentimental grandmother, she has 2 beautiful children, and she lives in Michigan, and she actually enjoys, as I mentioned, spending her time with 4 generations of special someones. Hello, special Lynne Avery. How are you doing?
Well, hello, thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Well, it's my pleasure and a delight to hear your voice. And before I get into the book, I am too tempted to not mention one of my favorite riddles. Are you ready for one of my favorite riddles? You're supposed to say yes. Go ahead. Say
sure,
yes.
I'm always ready for anything with you.
Anyway, do you know why grandparents get along so well with their grandchildren? $1 million is riding on this. Boom, 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 boom. The reason is because they both have a common enemy. That's supposed to be funny. Anyway, usually I get a lot.
Well, it reminds me of the 2 cases that say I'm going to Grandma's house. Yes, the relationship with grandparents is very special.
It sure is. Well, I think if I can word it properly, I saw this in one of these antique-type shops, a little sign that said, "The most wonderful and safest place for a grandchild is in their grandmother's lap."
So true. So true.
So, tell us about your book and what it represents.
Okay, great. So I've been interested in intergenerational relationships for years. And so I was originally going to write a book about my mother, who's turning 100, and my granddaughter, based on my interests. And then with the pandemic, I realized that, wow, I'm losing you for a second. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you fine. Yes.
Oh, okay, great. So I realized that we all have many relationships with special someones, and it was really scary for many of us when we couldn't see our grandchildren during that pandemic. So I broadened the scope to include the whole family. And it's so important to have that connectedness with each other. And as you just mentioned, the relationship with grandparents is very special, or aunts and uncles, because there's that unconditional love. And as we say, we can send them home. to their parents and let them deal with all the rules and regulations and all of that. And so what I did was talk about many of the special fun things we like to do together. And then at the end of the book, I have a place for children to write down who their special someones are and to put photos or put drawings into the book. Another thing that motivated me was realizing that we all have thousands of pictures, and almost all of them are on our phones and hardly ever get developed. So this is a way of creating those memories in a way that, a way of times gone by, but a wonderful way to hold on to those memories. I've had some wonderful experiences from people. A little 4-year-old girl wrote a thank you note to me, and then she drew her special someone's on her thank you note. Another person told me that my book is a treasure, and so people are really resonating with it. It was actually a top new release on Amazon, so I'm so pleased that the people are really responding to it.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the, I hate to say too many positive things about the shutdown with the virus, is that but one of the positive things that I've seen in my life is how much people are more appreciative of just being with someone in person. And
yes.
It's like the old line, you never really miss something until it's gone. We've had it gone where we had, you just took for granted. You see people all the time. All of a sudden, you're not allowed to see them. And suddenly, like you've been let out to freedom, so to speak, that you can indeed see people whenever possible. And there is just nothing about being there. Not to get us off too far off tangent, but on a serious note, is when someone passes away and you try to be creative in trying to console the spouse, many times you feel like you gotta either come up with some novel story or joke. And interestingly enough, I've heard it from experts say, just shut up and be present. Your best present for that person is your presence when they're in a time of grief. Well, I got to commend you. The book is a delight. It's something that you can put on your lap or what have you. It's got beautiful pictures, and actually is such a great gift that people may want to consider in sharing with their grandkids or relatives. And what I really liked was the fact that in the back of the book you've got open type squares and circles that people can actually do a little art.
Yes, frames for the pictures.
Yeah, right. Yes. And when you analyze it, what better way can you connect than, aside from the verbal part, is the capability that you've drawn somebody as to how best you can draw them, a caricature. That is a gift that keeps on giving, as they say.
Great. Well, you just touched on something really important, that interconnectedness. And when we can't be with someone, whether they live a long distance away or maybe there's a family member who's deployed, it's also great for new babies to welcome them into the world. It's been part of some baby showers recently. And in the front of the book, it allows you to put the child's name in the book or the grandparent's name, whoever it is, so it's personalized. And I think that is an important part of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, my pharmacist and longtime friend Jerry Gilfix and I have taken it upon ourselves to start what we'd like to call a new friends group for seniors over at the Caustic Center, which is at 11 Mile and Middlebury, and anyone that's interested is more than welcome to join us to meet new people that are in the, as I like to say it, in the seasoned, not necessarily aged group, seasoned group. Our next meeting is actually going to be the second Wednesday in July 10th. Might want to mark it down, and if possible, maybe you can join us and we can highlight the book and maybe have some people do some drawings. Who knows?
That's a great idea. We'll talk about schedule. I would love to do that. Another important point is that I coach children on how to capture memories and hold on to them. And so when they can't be with their loved ones, they can hold on to that memory. It'll be great for Father's Day, too.
Right. Well, even the church group, many times they have that fellowship hour. Why not discuss,
Right.
Your special someone's not necessarily in your personal life, but that special one in that congregation.
Right. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't just have to be grandparents, grandchildren, parents, whatever. We all have many special someones in our lives. So,
and I can see it all now. We could have in the background Barbara Streisand singing "Memories." I'd like to sing like she does, but I don't think it was going to work. So,
I was going to say, I promise you, I won't be singing.
And aside from being a wonderful grandmother and all, tell us about your background as to what sort of led you up to this particular desire to write a book.
Sure. So Lynne Avery is my pen name. I've been around in the aging services field for a quarter of a century. I don't think it's been 50 years that we've known each other. But I never mind talking about age. I think we should be proud of every year. But I've been on a number of boards that work with vulnerable children and adults. So I've been interested in the entire lifespan forever, but was a leader in the aging services field for many years. And well familiar with the Caustic Center as well as many senior centers around Michigan. So it was a joy to work in that arena. I've since retired, but wonderful people to work with.
Well, you're not retired. You are refired, okay?
Yes, that's right. I like that. Retired from a full-time position, but re-energizing.
Yeah, there you go. All right, like the energy bunny. Okay. I was just wondering, have you mentioned a couple of comments that were made. Have you seen this book make a difference in people's lives?
I've been told that, yes. One young woman who teaches down south took the book into her school class and read it to them, and then they talked about their special someones and the importance of memories and being connected to each other. And it meant so much to one child that they took it home. And so she had to get another book. So it's helping folks stay close, especially when they can't be together all the time. But even if they can be, it's useful. One gentleman that I know from the aging services industry, actually a national leader, has a new child this past year, a new baby, his first, and he gave a book to both sets of grandparents so that they can capture the memories with his daughter. So really enjoying the stories from people. That's what matters the most to me.
Well, one of the benefits, like a lot of things in our lives, there is nothing that's always bad and nothing that's always good. And with the social media, how much havoc it can cause. One of the positive things is you can actually show this the book on your phone, do a Facebook deal. So, and for any organization that may want to have sort of a fun way of really connecting and appreciating their lives, I can't think of a better way to really get the message across. And the book is available through Amazon and all. How much is the retail price on it?
$12.95.
How much?
$12.95.
Well, there you go. Well, I'll tell you, it's the best money that you can spend. And the beautiful part about it is that you actually had given opportunity for the reader to really get involved by way of drawing with their grandkids and have a fun experience. And this may be something I may add to one of my other projects, which I welcome all the help I can get. And you could be one of the ambassadors. I call it the LIFE program, L-I-F-E, which stands for Linking Intergenerations for Enrichment. Whereby,
very nice.
Whereby,
well, Ike, you're a perfect example of re-energizing. You are nonstop.
Right. Well, the beautiful part about it, this could be sort of the focal point of where you don't necessarily have to have grandkids, just young kids getting together. And, one thing that really I would like to see happen more frequently is that we are very fortunate in Oakland County that we have the Next Center on Midvale, right near Seaholm High School there, whereby they took a school and divided it, I don't know if it's half or three-quarters, but they have a day kids center on one part of the building and a senior center at the other part. To me,
brilliant. Yes.
To me, that is really such a terrific concept. They call it Next Up for seniors. So this way, the seniors get the joy and seeing young kids hopping around, just enjoying being together and being able to laugh and play together. And seniors there can play pickleball and play cards or what have you, all under the same roof. So that is a project that we can talk about off the air, Miss Lynne Avery. And before we part company, are you ready for a wow? You're supposed to say yes. Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay. Lynne Avery is your pen name. As it turns out, my nephew's name is Avery.
Very interesting.
And he's a wonderful, wonderful guy. Very, very knowledgeable and upbeat guy. And he actually was a summer counselor, so he's also in love with the younger generation. Lynne Avery.
I like hearing that. That's great.
And anyone that's interested for something special, why don't you get My Special Someone by Lynne Avery? And it's probably the best few bucks that you can spend in terms of really connecting with the younger people and the younger people with the seasoned people. Lynne Avery, it's been a delight to have you on the air, and hopefully we can do another quarter century as friends together. Okay? Is that a deal? Or is that
Well, thank you, Ike, for helping me get the word out about this special book. It's a labor of love for me, and I appreciate your support.
Well, God bless. Right now, we're going to take a brief break, but we'll be right back, so please don't go away. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now. Family run for over 88 years, Friends Hardware has remained family owned and operated. Friends Hardware is one of a kind. You'll find the newest products offered on TV at very competitive prices. You'll also find safety products, grab bars for bathrooms, battery-operated light switches, remote control devices that you can turn your lamps on or any electrical device. You don't have to run out there anymore. Just press the button. Better yet, just visit Friends Hardware, located on Main Street and 11.5 Mile Road. They're open every day. If you wish to call, it's 248-544-8111. That's 248-544-8111. Better yet, just visit 11.5 Mile Road and Main Street, Friends Hardware. And we're back, and I just want to take a minute and focus in on our sponsors to let you know, if you call our toll-free number, 888-489-8980, we don't solicit by marketing calls. We hope to reach out to you on anything that you need to remain in your own home and age and dignity. House Calls on Wheels, that's one of our major sponsors. We can help you stay where you are in your home, renovate it at an affordable price, as well as if you decide you want to make a move. We do not charge for helping you decide on what your best options are. And if you're serious about wanting to decide, should I stay or move, by all means, if you will call 888-489-8980 and to zero in on reach, we will give you a free reacher for those places, like if a jar is on a third shelf, too hard to reach, that the reacher normally retails for around $49.95. If you just call us, find out what we can do for you, no strings attached, and even if you don't use our service, we'll be glad to ship you a free reacher so that you don't have to strain your back or possibly worse, fall in terms of trying to reach something that's fallen on the floor or too hard for you to reach. That's 888-489-8980. What better deal can you have? You don't have to buy from us. Just hear our story. If you are interested, call 888-489-8980. I really enjoy talking to seniors. If you have someone in your life or you yourself have an interesting story to promote the positive aspects of aging, by all means, give us a call. 888-489-8980. Time to wrap it up, and I only have enough time for my favorite parting thought, which is, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift, and that's why we call it the present. Please enjoy your present by looking and living life with the bright side of aging.